constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks and the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. When you're called corn huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The handoff to Johnson. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but They're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is on its way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Defense might bring the house here. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out route. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Runs through a tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Defense showing blitz here. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well give it to him again. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense looks like they're coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Using his legs, it's Coleman. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'd love to see this offense be physical like this to finish the first half. Like, you're up by 3, put a good first half together. Going into the half right here, got a chance to make this a 2-score game, and I want to chew a lot of this clock. I don't want to give them a lot, so if we can run the football, be consistent, and add to our lead before the half.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Washington.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Williams will pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Some kind of offense, down 10-0. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Now on first down from the 30. Now they'll run it to the right here. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Raiola. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Mills. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Huskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Snap it to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
The Cornhuskers getting set on first and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Quickly complete. There he goes. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the option, he'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest, turned on the Jets, got to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Washington right back to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got him downfield. Turning it on. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Williams will pass. That's reeled in. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
Nebraska 7.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Got it in the middle. It's Bonner. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so This coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. The short hands, it's Coleman. Breaks into the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They punted away on 4th down. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll leave it with him. Strong run to pick up a 5 out to the 15.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of me, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. The screen, and watch out. At the 40, there he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Parker. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Barney. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
On the play. 1st and goal, Nebraska.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Second down coming up. Williams will pass. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
That makes the score Nebraska 21, Washington 10.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Green. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Green. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch.
Man, the receiver right now is just living rent-free in that cornerback's head. Early in the game, caught a bunch of in-breaking routes. Now he catches the corner route. He can run the entire route tree, and right now, he's just running wild.
The short hands, it's Green. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Defense wants to bring the heat. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He's got it in the end zone for the two, but will it stand? There is a flag down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Quarterback may change this route. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Rayola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. They boot it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Quick toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And That's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go dime, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete.
Man, you've created some great momentum. Getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Now the play fake. Throwing right. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? This defense will try to keep everything in front. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked teams against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Commodores will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Here he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Number 97 with the defensive score.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Arkansas 14, Vanderbilt 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This is a designed run. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Green. Quick strike complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Anthony. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the air, it's Green. Sets up the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're nose to nose at the midfield stripe on 4th and inches. The option look. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Blake. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Green. Got a man. It's Washington. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Pavia. The screen, he can go. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think a lot of times on offense, you look out there and you go, let's see, I got the numbers. I can throw the bubble. The defense was like, nope, I don't care. They were ready for it. Great job going and making the open field tackle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Pavia. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Commodores have this offense rolling. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They go right back to it. Got some room under the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The AT unit on the field. Oh, he missed it. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking downfield, it's Green. Makes the catch, it's Blake.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Blake. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
After that last completion, it's second down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that one will sail out of bounds, no chance for a return there. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Going to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. On the run, it's Alexander. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Pavia. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The kick is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Anthony. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Green. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. got something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Green. He'll pull it down and run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in, it's Washington. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this offense has done a good job coming out of the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
To the air, it's Green. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Running back searching for a hole.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Caught near the sticks. It's Barnett. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Young. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
No good. That keeps the score Arkansas 28, Vanderbilt 19.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're scaring at 3rd.
This defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. That catch there, physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Pavia. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Out of the gun, the gift to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Green. Fires left. With the catch, it's Anthony. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The corners are walked up tight. Caught in the backfield. It's Jones. Breaks into the open. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Green. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the wide receiver. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Arkansas 34, Vanderbilt 19.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumper. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Commodores moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field. It's Pavia. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dillon. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Makes a connection. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Commodores are on the move. Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna swing it on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Dillon. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Commodores will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown Doors! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Picked off to stop the threat. Brought it back to the 6-yard line after making the interception.
Is no good. That keeps the score Arkansas 34. Vanderbilt 25.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Offense working from the pistol. Dropping back, it's Green. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Pavia. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And the comeback is on.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Arkansas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. He wants to go deep. Makes a grab on the shot. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He's got the tight end. He